Hello YouTube makeup lovers, happy new year. I hope you guys had an excellent New Year's. Today is January 1st, so it's New Year's Day. So I decided to wear my sparkly jacket. This is actually the jacket that I wore last night when I went out, but I figured since I didn't know when I was gonna wear this jacket again, I would wear it for you guys today because it is still New Year's Day and it's a good excuse to be nice and sparkly. So today I wanted to do a video for you guys using Urban Decay's Naked Basics palette. This is a palette that I recently purchased and I have a full review on my channel, Be Lounge Makeup with Swatches. The palette looks like this. I'm going to link that review below so that you can check it out if you want to know a little bit more about the palette. But my plan was to try to do a full look just with this palette. This is a good palette. I mentioned it in my video of the review. This is a good palette to have as an accompaniment to your other colors. Like if you have bright colors, this palette gives you all the basic colors that you pretty much need to complete a look. However, if you're looking to buy a palette, I really would recommend the other Naked palettes more than this one. The Naked Original palettes or the Naked 2 palette are a million times better. They're awesome. This one is not really meant to compete with them. This is just meant to accompany other palettes and other colors because I mean palettes just do not get better than these two. But besides the point, it's a good palette. I wanted to do a look with it and this is the look that I came up with. And I apologize in advance. My left eye is a little bit red. It's because my sister poked it yesterday when we were dancing. But I just decided I wanted to do a look anyways today for you guys just because it's New Year's Day and I have the day off, and what better way to spend it than to doing a video for you. So I hope you have a lot of fun watching this video. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to do is use Urban Decay's Primer Potion to prime my eyelid. This is something that I always do. This is a step that I never forget. Next, for my eyeshadow base, I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Aqua Shadow pencil. This is in 32E, and I'm gonna put this pencil all over my lid. I'm gonna go up into the crease, but not past the crease. So the very first color in my Naked Urban Decay Basics palette I'm going to use is the very first one, called Venus. This one right here. And using a MAC 239 brush, I am going to pat that color Venus all over the lid where I placed that pencil base. It's going to be a very bright lid in this look, which is pretty much one of my favorite types of look, to have a bright lid and a darker crease. Next, using a fluffy brush like this is a Jemma Kid Professional brush. And the third color in the palette, W.O.S, which is this one right here, I am going to put that color with this fluffy brush all over the rest of the eye where I haven't applied any color. This makes for a nice little base for the other colors I'm going to apply, and it's a color that really doesn't do much, but it actually does. It's just, you just really can't notice it. My go-to color for this is usually Max Vanilla. I'm sure I've mentioned it in many videos. And it's very good that this palette has a color like that, because a lot of palettes don't bring a color like that. And for me, it's a must for every single look that I do. Then using a MAC 217 brush, I'm going to dip the brush into this color Faint, which is the second to last color. It's like a brown. And I'm going to place that in the crease. And all the way down to the outer corner. I'm going to start little by little and build that color more. This is actually one of my favorite colors in this palette. It actually worked pretty well on my eyebrows as well. It's the same color I'm using on my brows. I'm trying to do this, use this palette and just this palette for this look. Next, I'm going to dip a 217 brush as well into this color called Crave. And I'm going to just stamp this right here in the outer corner. Just kind of like wiggle it in there. I'm not going to bring it up too high, but it's just going to be like a pop of color in the outer corner. And then it's going to go a little bit lighter into the brown. Next, I'm going to take a more clean 217 brush, the same brush, and I'm going to go in with this color Naked 2 in the palette, which is the color right here. And that I'm going to add a little bit up top here, kind of like over the brown a little bit, just to blend any rough edges that I may have. And I'm going to dip it again into Faint, the brown, just to add a little bit more here, in case when we were smoothing out the edges we lost a little bit of color. Going back in there just to make it a little bit more dark. Then I'm going to take my 239 brush that I started off with, dip it a little bit into Venus, which is the first color we used at the beginning of the palette. And I'm going to just put this a little bit under my brow as a little bit of a highlight, but very faint. I'm not going to pack it on as much as I packed it on the lid. For the bottom lash line and the waterline, I am going to line my eyes with this Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in the color Bourbon. And I am going to put that in my waterline. And on my lash line. And now to go over that liner that I just applied on my lower lash line, I am going to mix the last two colors of the palette, Faint and Crave. And I'm just pretty much going to dip it into both like this. And I'm going to put that color over that brown that I just applied. I'm going to wipe up the brush and I'm going to add the color Venus, which is the first one in the palette. And I'm just going to pack that in here into the inner corner for just a little brightening effect. For this look, I'm doing a heavy black winged liner and I'm going to use MAC's Blacktrack Fluidline in a very small angled brush. I recently did a video of a winged eyeliner tutorial. I'll link to that below if you want a more step-by-step. For my eyebrows, I am using the Sigma E65 brush. This is from the Mrs. Bunny set. And I'm dipping my brush into this color here, the brown, called Faint. That's what I'm applying to my eyebrows to fill them in a bit. Whenever I put powder, eyeshadow on my eyebrows, I always like to set it with some clear brow gel. You can get this at the drugstore. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes with my pretty purple Sephora lash curler. And then I'm going to apply mascara. And today I am using Clinique's High Impact Mascara. For my lower lash line, I'm going to use Clinique's Lower Lash Mascara. I love this little one. It's really good to get those hard to get lashes, are the small ones here in the inner corner. Okay, so now that the eyes are already done, I've already applied foundation, concealer to my face. For powder, I use my usual MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the color Light Plus. And I use Nars' Laguna bronzer, which is my favorite bronzer at the moment. For blush on my cheeks, I am using MAC's blush in the color Coygirl, just because I wanted something bright and a little, this is like a pinky plum color and I really like it. For lips, I am going to apply MAC's color in Snob. It's a nice pink. I love matching this color Snob with this Coygirl blush. And for gloss, I am using this MAC Dazzleglass in Like Venus. So that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you try this look out using Urban Decay's Naked Basics palette. Thank you so much for watching B Lounge Makeup. I wish you all an awesome 2013. Please keep on watching B Lounge Makeup and keep on commenting and subscribing. Thank you so much. Bye.